Up to 37 arrests in the Mueller investigation.
Don't sound so excited, Joy.
Try to have a blank face, a poker face. I'm not very good at poker.
Me
Everybody
either.
knows I have a good hand. Anyway, these indictments include 6 Trump associates as of this morning, when his longtime friend and ally Roger Stone was arrested in a 7-count indictment alleging he lied to and obstructed the Russian investigation. Now, I take to the say to the panel here of very brilliant people here, how much trouble could this guy be in right now?
I think he's in a significant amount of trouble. I mean, he's been charged with 7 counts, and one of the counts, witness tampering, it's punishable up to 20 years in prison. And so that's pretty significant. The other counts are punishable up to 5 years in prison. And so he's 70 years old. Yeah. So arguably, if they run consecutively, you're talking about a lifetime sentence. But the interesting thing for me about this indictment, and it's 24 pages, and I read it this morning, and we were reading it together in the makeup room. I mean, it was just, it reads like The Godfather, and it's online, and I suggest, you know, if you're interested, you should read it. It's so chock full of criminal activity that this is what I call a teaser indictment, because they didn't charge him with everything they could have charged him with, which means to me they're saying, Mr. Stone, you should cooperate with us, because if you do not get teased by this, we will supersede this indictment and charge you with the big Willie stuff.
But how long can he live? The guy,
well,
Which, remember,
he already got 25 years. I mean, that's pretty much it.
He told ABC just in December on This Week that under no circumstances which I would testify against the president, to which the president then tweeted, nice to know that someone still has some guts.
It's a little different when the FBI knocks on your door and says, open up, FBI warrant, which is what happened to him this morning.
Yeah, it happened
I don't
in
think
Florida.
the big surprise, at least for me, is Roger Stone getting indicted, because I think we all have feelings about this guy and knew that it was only a matter of time. The big part of the story for me, though, is that it sounds like the Trump campaign knew beforehand about the WikiLeaks. Yeah. Who knows how much they knew about them and where they came from, but that is a really important part of this. And another thing, because I've been pretty cautious, as you guys know, to say wait for the Mueller investigation, but it does feel like the walls are continuing to close in, and where
the walls, huh?
But where it does get tricky for me is if it does end up linking to a family member. If it ends up going to a Don Jr. or a Jared Kushner or someone high up in the campaign, I can speak for myself, and Megan, you can speak for yourself, but having been through a couple campaigns of our own family, it's pretty unusual for a family member to be involved in something and know about something so serious, and for the person at the top not to know.
Well, let me just tell you guys, too much legal stuff. I am just so damn happy this guy is indicted and arrested. He is a horrible human being. He is a thug. He is a bully. He has said horrible things about your father. He has said horrible things about me. Let me read you one. Why don't you? He got banned from Twitter for saying horrible, racist, offensive things about Don Lemon, about me, about Roland Martin. I am a happy person today, and let me just say what it says. It says, this is from his Twitter account. Really? Ana Navarro is fat, stupid, and
what?
Bleeping Al Cardenas. Well, guess what, baby?
That's your fiance.
Ana Navarro is marrying Al Cardenas, and Bob Mueller is bleeping you. Bye-bye, baby. Karma is a bitch.
Okay.
He said horrible things about your father.
Anna and I don't agree on many things, but one thing we can definitely agree on is that Roger Stone is a bastard from hell who deserves everything he's going to get. He's been known for 40... It's all legitimate. He's been doing this for 40 years. He used to work in the Nixon administration. To say he has a nebulous criminal past is putting it very lightly. This was a long time coming. As far as I'm concerned, he should have been arrested a long time ago. Excuse me. His communication with WikiLeaks. I'm still talking. It's my turn now.
Go ahead.
His communication with WikiLeaks, I actually think...
Don't stop. Keep on going.
It's a time of... We all agree, and we're different views. That's the whole point. But I will say, his communication specifically with Julian Assange and WikiLeaks, for me, I find that traitorous territory. When you're talking about having Russia, release the information from the DNC. I remember at the time when it happening being like, be very careful with this weapon, because just as quickly as they can release DNC information, they can release RNC information. And they have no agenda other than they hate America. So the fact that he was playing with this in this way, he is a traitor who should rot in jail.
And look, Bob Mueller, if you read the indictment, and you should, because really, I mean, it is like 50 shades of
Well, you know, he was on The View. He's been here.
Yes, he has been.
He showed me his Nixon tattoo on his back. Next time I see it, it's going to be at Rikers.
I had an idea that you, me, and Anna should go visit him in jail.
But one
Okay,
thing,
fine.
And I should be like, hey,
Okay,
we're not.
Yeah, I'm not going to
one
visit him
thing is,
anywhere. I'm not going.
isn't it-
I'll go visit him in hell.
we all agree that he's a horrible person.
Yeah.
Why is it that Donald Trump surrounds himself?
I don't know.
With all of these
Why do you
people.
think?
My
Because no
mother
one-
always
because no one
told
else
me.
would work for
My
him
mother
at the
always
time
told me,
because no one took it
show me
seriously."
who you walk with, and I'll tell you who you
Right,
are.
right.
And that is what this is about. He surrounds himself with those
Well, he
types of
surrounded
people.
himself
But
with them
it's
before the
also-
campaign, though.
But yeah,
I mean,
they
Michael
were-
Cohen's
and they
been
were
with him
40
for
year
decades.
And during the
And
campaign.
so has
They
Roger
were
Stone.
friends
Listen,
for 40
Oh,
years.
right.
but nobody else would listen. Roger Stone was a pariah in Republican
was.
politics.
That's what I was
okay?
trying to say, is that no one would hire him.
He was
You know what's
pawn
fascinating
scum.
about
He was
you
a
ladies?
bottom feeder, and nobody of any real legitimacy would have hired
You
him.
know what's fascinating about you girls? I am just as adamant against Trump, and yet I don't get the same response about him. He is worse than Stone, okay? All right, I'm just saying. Because he's the president, and he's even
Yeah.
worse. Because he has the power.
I'm with you on that.
All right.
Birds of a feather.
I
Birds
think
of
Birds
that,
of a feather flock together.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I'm still,
Oh,
like
get
I
flocked.
said, when if one of the kids are involved in this, that's when you've got me.
You've
That's
got
when
that,
I will
but maybe.
sit here and I
Let's
will
take
say,
bets. Let's say Donald Jr. is going to get indicted, and they go to Donald Sr. and say, look, your son's going to go to jail. Would you quit now? Thinking. He's my son. I think he's the mommy dearest of fathers.
But-
and I don't.
but at
Yes,
the time-
I don't know if he would even resign for his
But
son.
at
Maybe
the time,
Ivanka.
they bragged. They were
Ivanka.
they were very sanctimonious about the fact that this is a different kind of campaign. We're draining the swamp. Anyone who has any experience in politics whatsoever is the swamp, and they're
That is
awful.
the irony.
Swamp people don't get indicted on campaigns, okay? Because they know the rules of politics and rules of how to run campaigns. So excuse me right now, as a born swamp person, all of you are ending up in jail. The ones that you're so proud of draining the swamp with, starting with Roger Stone on down.
that is the
37,
irony of the whole
37.
thing.
Abby has to read something.
So there is a response from the White House, from Jay Sekulow, as the counsel to the president, Roger Stone. It says the indictment today does not allege Russian collusion by Roger Stone or anyone else. Rather, the indictment focuses on alleged false statements that were made to Congress. So that is what is
The
coming from
false
the White House.
statements were about the collusion. If